Man, how good is that song? Gaslight Anthem, American Slang. Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of the Mike D and the Sure Shot podcast. I remember a couple days ago when I posted the first episode, I told everyone, yeah, I'm going to try to post, once a week. I don't want to overcommit. I have one of my flaws in life is overcommitting to things. I get super excited. Anyone that knows me, you know that I have a lot of passion and energy for things, and I have a problem saying no, and that has led to problems in the past. So I told you guys that I would only post once a week, but I have some ideas in my head, and I figured, you know what? I want to get these ideas out. And just like we talked about in the first episode, right? I mean, that's one of the main reasons for the podcast. I want to get these ideas out there, and I think it's going to help everyone, especially if you are a CrossFitter. And even if you're not a CrossFitter, if you're just into just normal working out and you work out with a group of friends, maybe you're a bodybuilder or you're a power lifter. Maybe you're training for a sport to get better at a sport, this is going to apply to you. Okay. So yeah, man, episode number 2. The title of this episode is Your Momma Still Loves You If You Can't RX, if you can't go as prescribed. So look, for those of you that aren't CrossFitters, RX, or going as prescribed in CrossFit lingo, means that you do the workout that's written on the board, the workout that's programmed for the day. You do that as is, right? No modifications, no changes, no nothing. You do it wholesale. Bam. And I think many people realize that that's a very challenging thing. So I coach at CrossFit Caldwell, and only a small number of our athletes, I'd say, do the prescribed version of the workout. They're either modifying weights, or maybe they're modifying some of the movements. And man, that's totally cool. Look, the purpose behind working out, at least for a regular everyday person, is to do what? To feel good. It's fun. I mean, if it's not fun, you're not going to do it, right? It sucks. I'm not going to do anything that's not fun. I mean, sometimes I have to. Like, I don't know. Well, I know I like cleaning things, but stuff around the house. Sometimes I'm not the most handy person in the world, but if it's not fun, generally speaking, I don't want to do it. Exercise is one of those things. I mean, as human beings, I don't know if you all know this, but as human beings, our bodies are actually geared in a way to avoid excess activity. Like many eons ago, when our ancestors were evolving, we really only wanted to expend energy if we were hunting for food or building shelter, doing stuff that will actually had a direct correlation with sustaining life. So, we're really just very, very smart animals. We have thankfully the ability to reason and stuff. But still at the core, our bodies are kind of about self-preservation, right? So in terms of exercise, if you feel like you're being forced to do something and it's not fun, you're not going to want to do it. But most people, man, we enjoy it. So the people that do work out, we enjoy it. We do it for fun. We want to feel good. Man, we want to look good naked. And that's part of feeling good. I know that for myself. I mean, right now, I'm in this bit of a strength, not really strength, like a hypertrophy phase. I'll go into that in a few episodes down the road. But so my goal is to gain some weight and some muscle mass. And I know the trade-off for that is I'm going to be, a little fluffy, so to speak. But that's cool, man. The ultimate goal is to feel good, right? So if you're not working out with that, mindset, look good, feel good about yourself, feel good to do stuff outside of the gym. I mean, that's why a lot of people work out too, right? I think nowadays, especially in the CrossFit community, people get obsessed with what they're doing inside the gym, but they forget that one of the cool things about CrossFit, something that maybe people have lost sight of over the years, is it's not just about trying to make it to the CrossFit Games. It was about movement quality, minimal effective dose, and hey, you know what? Let's be able to do stuff outside of the gym that we really enjoy. Let's be able to hike. Like I live, luckily I live very close to New York State. I remember growing up, and even just like in college, I used to love hiking and running up there. I know it's weird, right? I used to love running. But I remember when I first started doing CrossFit, I was like, holy shit, I can actually run these trails and not die and put in a decent time for someone my size that's not a runner. I remember moving my friend JP. JP, if you're listening, what's up, dude? A few buddies of mine and myself, we moved his entire condo from Basking Ridge into this moving truck because they were moving down to Florida. And I remember I was like, I was tired at the end of the day, but I wasn't sore or achy like the next day, and I was ready to go, right? That was one of the cool things about CrossFit. And one of the cool things that is still about CrossFit. But I think people lose sight of that, and they're like, man, I've got to do this workout as prescribed, and if I don't, I'm a shitty person, or I didn't do any work. And hey, you did do that workout. You did those movement patterns. You just chose a weight, or you chose the particular exercise that was appropriate for you. I mean, look, let me break it down a little bit. As coaches, we look at the workouts as just big categories of movement patterns, right? So the basic patterns that you have are you're pushing, you're pulling, squatting, hinging, carrying stuff, jumping around, and monostructural, meaning stuff that's like basic cardio. You think of it as running, rowing, the assault bike, if you have an assault bike, stuff like that. So as coaches, it's our job to make sure you are doing the appropriate exercise, right? Whatever fits into that category, the appropriate movement specific to you. For example, right? Like with CrossFit, and, anyone that is in athletics, I'm sure you've been exposed to this at some point in time. Let's take the power clean, the Olympic lifts. Dude, super complicated movement, right? Like you figure it takes years for someone to truly master that movement. So for a lot of people, trying to do that movement paired up with, hey man, let's do some power cleans, and then I'm going to have you do some pull-ups, and let's throw some running in there. Look, for an experienced CrossFitter, you might be able to smash that all day. Like, that's my jam right there. Power cleans, pull-ups, running, I'll survive. I'll be fine with that. Man, I'll smash that all day. But someone that is new to CrossFit, someone that's never seen a power clean before, never mind done it, but like has no idea what that is, man, that's probably not the best thing for them to do, right? So as coaches, we look at it as a movement pattern. What is a power clean? Power clean is a hinge, explosive hip extension into a receiving position, right? So you hinge, you jump, you catch. Bam. Simple, right? So you take that movement and you break it down if you need to. If the person can't power clean, maybe they start from a different position. Maybe they're great at hang power cleaning. So instead of taking the bar off the floor every time, you take it from above the knees. Fine. Awesome. If they're moving awesomely in that, then that's their movement that they're going to do for the workout. Let's take it back a little bit further. What if that's not appropriate? What if they're just ripping the bar up? It looks like an ugly reverse curl, like craziness like that. Then once again, man, we're looking at a hinge and we're looking at violent hip extension. Maybe we have to take the catch out of it. Maybe they can kettlebell swing, right? Maybe they can do some Russian kettlebell swings and they can smoke that all day. Their form is awesome. They're going to get a great workout. They're going to be safe. That's perfect. Let's take it back a little further. What if the kettlebell swing is too dynamic? It's like, oh shit, this looks not very safe or good. Then you break down even more, man. You just take it down to a hinge. So maybe they do some sort of deadlift. It could be a barbell deadlift, a kettlebell deadlift, a trap bar deadlift, right? Boom. Good to go. You might have to make some other modifications along the way, like obviously the pull-ups. You might have to simplify that as well. But hey, man, you guys get the picture, right? At the end of the day, it's about moving well, feeling good, having fun, and having the ability to do stuff outside of the gym and not be a broken mess, man. And look, it's not just CrossFit. I remember when I worked out when I worked as a personal trainer at a regular gym, it was like mayhem. I'd be watching people doing these bodybuilding style exercises, and I was a bodybuilder at the time. And, I'm like, holy shit, what the hell is this person doing? And obviously I would try to help. And sometimes people would be, receptive. Sometimes people wouldn't because their ego would get in the way. Like, hey man, okay, cool. Like at least I knew, that I tried to help. But I think people in all sports have to take a step back from time to time. And that's a healthy check, man. Like you got to reevaluate your why. Like, why are you doing this? And then go from there. All your goals come from your why. Like, why do I CrossFit? My ultimate why is because I want to be around for my kids when I have kids and be able to play with them and, do some cool stuff with them, right? I want to live a long, long time to be there for my kids and for my wife. And from that why comes all the, the rest of my goals and whatnot. And I think that most people, we have to take a step back and reevaluate that. And a lot of good things will happen. It'll put some things in perspective. It's a progression too. Like I'm not saying that you're not going to ever be able to power clean or snatch or muscle up or whatever, but hey, we got to respect that progression, and look, even if you have to modify stuff, man, you're still getting a workout. I was talking to one of our newest members at CrossFit Caldwell. I'm not going to mention her by name because I don't want to embarrass her, but she's killing it, man. She's awesome. And we did a workout yesterday. We had to modify a couple things because right now going overhead isn't the best thing for her. And she's like, oh, yeah, I did this amount of weight, but it doesn't really count. I was like, hey, what do you mean it doesn't really count? You just smoked those cleans. It was initially snatches, and this person's very athletic. It was snatches, but it's not appropriate for her to go overhead right now. So I had her clean, squats clean in CrossFit nomenclature. And dude, she smashed those squat cleans. She smashed those cleans. It was awesome. And, like I said, we're looking at a hinge, a jump, and a catch. She did that. She hinged, she jumped, she caught the weight, and the reps were beautiful, man. Like it was just that you saw that consistent progression of getting better and better and better. And she was a little disappointed in herself. And I was like, hey, you just got a great workout. You just told me you didn't work out, but you were really sweaty. And I'm pretty sure you exerted yourself. She laughed. She thought it was really funny. And I helped her, feel better. And this is for all you guys out there. Like with the CrossFit Open workout coming tonight, shit, they're going to announce it again tonight. If you have to modify that workout, it's cool. You're still a good person, man. Your parents love you. Your mom loves you. I'm sure if you have your girlfriend or your wife, your boyfriend, your husband, your kids, they still love you if you have to modify some stuff. It's about feeling good, having fun, and being able to transfer what we do in the gym to our daily life. So don't put so much pressure on yourself, man. I think it should change the way that you look at a lot of things. But that's it. That's all I got for today. Everyone, good luck with workout 18.4. I'm curious to see what it is. I have no idea what the hell is going to come out. I have no clue. But, good luck to everyone doing the Open. CrossFit Caldwell, I will see you later tonight. CrossFit Hoboken, I don't know. Maybe I'll see you sometime soon. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon.
Just waiting for a slide.